Joining us now is former Trump 2016 foreign policy advisor and Newsmax contributor George Papadopolous. Alongside him, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Vinoo. Gentlemen, good to have you in this Friday afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so I would like to get first to you, Vinoo. What do you think about this talk of this new witness? Obviously, hard to know who it would be. You know, earlier in the week, we saw Robert Costello poke apart Cohen's testimony here, and some say that was sort of a gift because it gave Bragg a chance now to maybe bolster what many say are a convicted liar. How could they just go with Cohen? What do you make of them now? Kind of, are they scrambling to find other people to bolster their case, which could be in jeopardy?
I don't believe DA Bragg ever really wanted to get Donald Trump indicted. I think this is a publicity stunt by him because you got to remember where he is. He's in Manhattan. This is, Wall Street behind me, the office on Wall Street. He was elected here with a good percentage of the vote. I was the sponsor of the only Manhattan district attorney debate the summer before he was elected, which was in person at WABC Radio. The Bragg was the least impressive person on the panel there that day. He was put forth by this sort of progressive wave, which is always present in Manhattan. And look, they are calling for blood. This is Manhattan. There's nothing that would make people in this borough, in this city within a city, happier. I would say probably 90 to 95% of the people than to have Donald Trump's head served on a platter. The question is it right? And Bragg was now facing serious criticism from his former assistant district attorneys, one of whom was Mark Pomerantz, who one of your correspondents mentioned, who wrote a book saying Bragg,
well, let me bring George in here too.
Kiboshed the investigation into Donald Trump.
But that could be part of it, right? Like he wrote that scathing resignation letter, which somehow got leaked. It ends up in the newspaper here. I mean, all in all, the tables have turned from last weekend, George, where Trump said he may be in cuffs. And we have seen a complete, 180 here. People are going, what will happen next? Obviously, there are, questions, not just about the politicization now, but the fact that there could actually be, no one really could believe Cohen. And like if it's a publicity stunt here and the GOP can kind of track maybe with their power play here, maybe Bragg will pull back.
Bianca, one of President Trump's greatest achievements was to really help expose the rot and corruption that pervaded not only his predecessor's attempts to prevent a smooth transition of power into his administration, but also in American institutions writ large, including the DOJ and activist DAs like Bragg. And the president has himself dealt with these series of witch hunts since the day he walked down that elevator in 2015, from the Mueller witch hunt, impeachment 1.0, 2.0, the January 6th sham investigation that ended in a complete debacle for the Democrats. And he's remained resolute and Teflon-like. And moving forward now, when you have this activist DA pushing this narrative that the president was involved in illegal activity, a Florida resident now, by the way, it's completely collapsing because it's absolutely baseless. We went from handcuffs, like you mentioned, are imminent, to now Bragg himself potentially facing an ethics complaint, withholding exculpatory evidence, according to Attorney Costello, and this new letter by Stormy Daniels, which came out just a couple days ago, in which she said there was never an affair. So this whole thing is a sham. It's a debacle. It really showcases how politicized the Department of Justice and activist DAs are, and it's going to fall face flat for the Democrats once again.
Well, there is certainly enough publicity to go around. Just whose side will it, be better for? We will be watching and seeing. George, Vinoo, thank you so much, gentlemen. Good to see you both. Thanks for joining me today.